It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And his first look is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 39-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. 5-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
The pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Lindsay, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
Phillip Lindsay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now Eckler. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chargers 3.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Chargers 10, Broncos 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. A lot of times, it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a carry for Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
7-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Brandon McManus.
Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Herbert. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Again, Herbert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, here's Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Third and 2, Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
This defense is really flowing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. He's got daylight. 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is listen.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jalen Smith in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Shy of midfield. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. from the gun. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That's going to be caught by Judy. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll find Lindsey here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down, Broncos.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds. Give him 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Another run by Lindsey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it out.
And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, Job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Downfield on 2nd down. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
9-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
I like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
This out quickly to Williams.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
The 35-yard line.
On the option, here's Eckler.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. It's Henry for the Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going with Lindsey. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. But he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down. Running on first down, Eckler. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And he'll fire this one deep for Eckler. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now the throw here complete on the right right sideline. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
5 yards on the play.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsay. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsay. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, no, that's the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Chargers.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Chargers 29, Broncos 21.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
28-yard gain.
That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's James. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they will insert much of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.